Yes, Donald Trump is fine. We must emphasize that, but above all else, the former president is okay. He left Pennsylvania and flew to New Jersey, where he has his golf course Bedminster last night, flanked by his Secret Service. He initially took to Truth Social whilst he was still inside the medical facility in Pennsylvania, saying that I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong and that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. He has since taken to social media to call for unity and for calm. He says, in this moment, it is more important than ever that we stand united and show our true character as Americans, remaining strong and determined and not allowing evil to win. So the president, the former president, is doing well. But the questions obviously are still circling around how this could have happened. We know that now from the investigation that the FBI is handling, that the shooter was 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks from Bethel Park in Pennsylvania, which is a suburb of Pittsburgh, about an hour's drive away from where this event was taking place. And we know that from sources who are working with the investigation, that the weapon used was an AR-15 style of rifle. Of course, that is a name that many people know now because it has become the gun that people go to commit atrocities in schools and other places around the United States. It has a bit of a bad reputation, the AR-15, in the media, it must be said. And ABC is reporting that this rifle that the shooter had was legally purchased by the shooter's father. No knowledge yet of how he got into possession of the weapon, all from his father, it must be said. And the motive for the shooting also not uncovered by the FBI yet. They have discovered through state records that the 20-year-old was a registered Republican. However, when he was 17, he made a $15 donation to a progressive political action committee on the day that Joe Biden was inaugurated into office. So his political leanings not really understood there. And the FBI is now investigating as to how this attempted assassination could have taken place and what the motives were.
And as you ask, how could this have happened? I mean, given the usually ironclad security around these sorts of events.
Well, as someone who goes to these kind of events somewhat regularly, it is kind of fascinating to me that something like this could have happened. Now, it must be said, the shooting took place from outside of the security cordon around the venue, so he hadn't managed to get this weapon inside the venue. But I think that also raises even more questions, because that means that there was an unsecured roof with a direct line of sight to the stage where the former president was talking, within 150 meters of that stage. Now, that is important because, for reference, 150 meters is the distance that an army soldier needs to be able to shoot a human-sized target at with an M16 rifle in order to pass their training. The AR-15 is the civilian version of that M16 rifle. So the fact that this roof was within that distance and not secured by the Secret Service really is quite mesmerising, and has led a lot of people to believe that there was a lapse in security here. So there will be investigations. We know that the House Oversight Committee has asked the head of the Secret Service, invited them to come and talk to the panel to see how this could have happened. But that is the question on everybody's lips at the moment. How could something that seems so obvious have been overlooked? The counter snipers that were at the rally spotted this shooter and did neutralize the threat within 3 seconds of those shots being fired. So a quick response by the counter snipers, but questions as to how he got on that roof with the gun in the first place still abound.